Hello, my name is Andre Sterling. I box for Fitzroy Lodge Amateur Boxing Club, and I am 24 years old. I've been boxing for about 6 years now, and I've done ABAs a couple of years ago, and I got to just short of being in this situation I am now. Obviously, I've come back a year and a bit later, and I feel very confident on what I'm going to do today. And yeah, winning is just in my mentality.
Matthew Tinker, I'm 24 years old and boxed at Dale Youth, Notting Hill. Last year I had a good championship and got to the London finals, lost on a close decision, so hopefully I'm looking to progress this year and hopefully I can find form and do the business today.
Well, it doesn't get more awkward than a tall, rangy southpaw Matthew Tinker. Trains over in Notting Hill at Dale Youth Amateur Boxing Club. And his opponent, Andre Sterling from Fitzroy Lodge. As you were hearing from Matthew Tinker, just there to the London finals and lost out to the eventual winner, Joshua Buatsi, last year. Of course, Buatsi making his debut on the British Olympic podium squad and for the British Lionhearts in 2015. He's boxed very well at that, so no shame in losing out to someone of that quality, but should a win tonight for Matthew Tinker, could see him face Buatsi in the next round in the quarterfinals. So interesting to see how the two square up there. It was a close decision that he was beaten on last time. He'll be looking to go one better this afternoon. He starts off, as we said, in the southpaw stance, tall, rangy. Sterling, white vest with the black trunks. Trying to get on the inside of his man, use that right-hand lead. It's an aggressive start for Matthew Tinker. He's one of a number of lads who had to box and secure his place in the finals the same weekend as the final itself. And last night, he secured his place. A nice left backhand off a combination from Tinker there, lands on Sterling. Sterling just trying to draw the taller man onto shots, inching back, unload the right hand. And he's forced to step into range there, caught with a backhand of his own from Tinker. You just see Tinker just pouring out that jab, trying to use it as a rangefinder, but Sterling, fleet of foot, using that little shuffle backwards to keep himself out of range, try and counter his man on the back foot. It's a patient start from both corners. Now they go to work. Sterling, who tries to push the exchange. Tinker just locks him up, spins him around, using his size. Push Sterling back into the corner. A long looping left uppercut to the body from Tinker. A nice counter from the Fitzroy Lodge man. Tinker not fully taking advantage of the size and reach advantage in the first round. It's competitive, and the pair really fought in short bursts of action, and there's a lot of posturing, there's a lot of feeling out, and no one really conclusively stamping their mark on the first round. To give the edge to Andre Sterling really in that first round. Just the more clinical work, some nice counter punching, just bringing Tinker onto a few right hands. See Tinker there just rabbit punching on the back foot. And really down to the tall southpaw from Dale Youth to try and establish the range, hold the centre of the ring and dictate the pace a little more than he was doing in the first 3 minutes.
Second round.
Round number 2. Matthew Tinker with the white top, blue gloves and silver shorts. And Andre Sterling, the black shorts, the white vest and the red gloves. Nice southpaw jab from Tinker. See Sterling leading with the right hand, swooping his head low and down to the right hand side, trying to avoid the oncoming hooks from Matthew Tinker. And you see it again there. Good work from Sterling. You see Sterling just having to reach a little bit more with his punches than Tinker is. Needs to get his feet within range, but difficult to get past that long southpaw jab from the Dale Youth man. It's such a barrier between him and his opponent. Sterling's worked well so far. Again, it's Sterling just inching back, trying to bring his man onto shots. Waiting for Tinker to take the bait before he pulls the trigger. Of course, the quarter-finals of the championships in Liverpool at the end of April not only features the men's but the women's as well, and there's that huge domestic clash between Lisa Whiteside, World Championship silver medalist, and Nicola Adams, the golden girl from the inaugural Women's Olympic Games in London back in 2012. And those two clash, whatever the result, sure to be a competitive contest. Of course, the two ladies are training partners as well as competitors. They know each other very well indeed. So one to look forward to the weekend up in the Echo Arena. Will one of these two men in the ring be joining them for the quarter-finals? Well, a lot of clinching towards the end of the second round as the referee calls break. Both men retreat to their corners.
Both men wanting to box, but almost not being able to, trying to feel each other out. Both find their range. Sterling, once he calms himself down and actually gets in range.
That's been discipline from Sterling so far. Not been an easy contest by any stretch, but he's countered his man well. You see here, bringing him onto shots, having to really cover up well when he's on the inside. He's against a big, strong opponent in Matthew Tinker. Buatsi was telling us yesterday what a strong competitor Tinker is and how close the decision was that he won last year. Said he really rates the young man from Dale Youth. And were Sterling to get past this, he will have achieved a big scalp on his record. Just feel that it all hangs in the balance here. Third and final round. And Sterling's come out quickly. Does he feel that he needs to make a statement in this last 3 minutes? It's good work from the Fitzroy Lodge man. Couple of straight right hands lead. He hasn't hurt Matthew Tinker, but both landed on the button. And a nice counter left hook from Williams as well, Sterling rather. Couple of feints from Matthew Tinker. draw his man into a bit of an inside scrap. But Sterling not taking the bait. Disciplined performance. And again, it's Sterling just holding his arms out, showing the referee it's not him who's holding. And are the legs of Matthew Tinker just starting to fade a little bit? Of course, he had that bout last night, late last night, around 7:30. All the fatigue and the adrenaline spikes, will that have taken its toll on the Dale Youth man? It's been an edgy, nervous sort of fight from both men. Very twitchy, lots of fast footwork, both springing into the pocket to fire off punches. It's tiring work, this grappling on the inside. Sterling, intent on not being out-muscled, catches his man with a nice left hook on the inside. Tinker again holding on. The referee needs to be getting in there, he does so. But every time one lunges in, the other clinches, and it's two tired men in there. Difficult final round to score this. Certainly Sterling started the brighter of the two men, but it's just been a huge amount of holding over the last minute and a half. Neither man really landing anything of note, certainly in the second half of the round. It was Sterling who edged the first, so unless Tinker can really put together something clinical here, you feel he may be behind if it goes to the scorecards. Third and final round comes to an end. We will go to the scorecards. It just seemed that Andre Sterling was producing the more clinical work on the inside. Just see the short left hook lands there, and although Tinker got the longer reach, he wasn't really making it tell, and Sterling was able to get on the inside, close his man down and land those short, sharp hooks that will be telling for the judges. That looked like the cleaner work from the man from Fitzroy Lodge. Will that be reflected in the scorecards? As always, nice to see the two men embrace and show respect for each other. That's what amateur boxing is all about. He will progress to the quarter-final stages in Liverpool.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Your appreciation for excellence. And the result about number 6 by split decision, the winner, the Faraday London champion, and under 81 kilos for 2015. In the blue corner, and your appreciation, Sterling, the red corner. Boxers, will you stay in the ring, please?
Matthew, congratulations. Very tight, very close win. The first round you completely dominated.
Yeah,
that third round, talk us through it.
I'll be honest with you, I don't want to Andre's great fight, but I was more or less discussing my performance really. That's not how I box, you know. That's not how I've been taught how to box.
So why are you disgusted? Explain to us, because you came out of the ring and it wasn't like you'd won. You were almost kind of shaking your head.
Yeah, look, I don't really disrespectful in any way to Andre. He's a very good fighter, but I like to box, I like to move, and you know, first round was good, nice boxing, and then from then on, got a bit involved. He was obviously strong, but I played into his hands, and that's not what I'm about. Certainly not what I'm about. I believe I'm a boxer, believe in my skills, and I didn't demonstrate them in the second and third round. So.
In that third round, you were really holding a lot. Was that because you were tired?
No, not all. I just couldn't get to grips with my feet, and look, next time I box, I'll be a lot better, I promise.
So what are you going to work on?
I'll certainly get back to my boxing. You know, that's what I'm about. I'm not a fighter. I stick to my boxing, fast hands, fast feet, and yeah, I'll be better next time. I'll honestly be a lot better.
We did see that skill, don't worry, in that first round, and congratulations, and we'll see you in the next one.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you. Well done. Matthew Tinker there, not really happy with his performance. A really close call. We've got 2 more fights with you, so stay with us and we'll see you after the break.